how do I get my spouse off the phone and actually talk to me? Do you feel like your spouse would rather be on the phone than talk to you as well? Like you're right there and they're just scrolling and you're thinking, how do I get them off the device so that we can actually connect? Let me just say this first. This is not just your marriage. It's happening everywhere. We do it with our kids. It happens at work. We do it with the people that we love the most. Phones have become a go-to escape. We grab them when we're bored. We grab them when we're overwhelmed, when we don't know how to deal with what's right in front of us. And sometimes it's not even about the phone. It's about, I don't know how to have this conversation. I don't know what mood they're going to be in. I have no idea if we could even pull this off, so I'm going to distract myself with my phone. Or it might even be, this feels too big, too complicated, too uncomfortable. So we scroll instead. Here's what's really happening. When you're asking, how do I get my spouse off the phone? The deeper question actually really is, why does my nope, let's try that again. Why does my spouse feel unavailable to me? Because what this often creates is this. You're standing there feeling like you can't reach them, like they are somehow off limits, right? Behind a huge wall. Like you're not that important in that moment. And over time, of course, that starts to feel like rejection. No surprise there. But here's the other side of it. Sometimes your spouse doesn't even know that you want to talk. They might not be avoiding you intentionally at all. Have you considered that? They're just not aware of the fact that there's something that you are trying to bring up. And that's where a lot of couples get stuck. So here's what to do instead. Let me give you a few ways to actually approach this. Number one, you ask for the conversation directly. I know, mind-blowing, right? It does sound simple, but it just is that powerful. Instead of waiting or getting frustrated or making comments left and right, try this. Hey, my love, I would love to talk to you about something. Is now a good time? Or could we put our phones away for a little bit? I would really love to connect with you. Don't expect them to read your mind. Simply let them know. Just the other day, I was listening to a Mel Robbins podcast on my walk, and she was talking about Sara Blakely, the CEO of Spanx. She said something so simple, almost silly, but it hit me. She was trying to get her product into Neiman Marcus, her dream account, and instead of doing what everyone else did, she just picked up the phone and called them. Didn't think about it twice, didn't overcomplicate it. She just asked for it, right? And then she said, you don't get what you don't ask for. And I immediately thought about how many couples I've sat with over the years who want connection, but aren't actually asking for it. So here's me saying, this is not just a brilliant business principle. It's also a brilliant marriage principle. Just make the ask. Say the question out loud. Find your spouse, look them in the eye, and say it. Ask for more time. Ask for their attention. Ask for what you want. That's it. Number two, and this one is important, say what it feels like, not what they're doing wrong. Don't start with this, oh my gosh, can you get off the phone already? And listen, we've all been there, done that, whether it's been with your kids or with your spouse or someone else entirely. We've all made this mistake. So you know this at some level already. You know that that's not going to land well, right? Guaranteed. Now, here's what to try instead. I am having a really hard time talking to you when you're on the phone. Or I feel like I can't fully connect with you when your phone is in your hand while we sit here together. Or maybe it's this, I feel kind of unimportant when I'm talking with you and your attention is clearly somewhere else. Those two, they're very different. One invites connection. The other one invites defensiveness. Depending on what you're truly wanting to accomplish in the end, choose the corresponding question from the start. In number 3, we're going to talk about how to create shared expectations when it comes to phone usage. And yes, this is the bigger conversation, right? It's not just get off their phone right now, but how do we want to handle phones in our relationship? How do we want electronics to show up in our marriage altogether? Do we want phones out at dinner time? When we come home from work, do we connect first or later? Are there times when we are fully unavailable to everyone else, meaning your entire address book on your phone, so that we can be available to one another? This is where you create intentional connection, not accidental connection. We have an easier time talking about this for our kids or for our grandkids, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want you to talk about this for the two of you, for your marriage, for the sake of your connection and your relationship. Now, let's look at the other side too, meaning your side, because it matters. Here's the thing. Before you bring this concern to your spouse, I want you to ask yourself something. Do I do this too? Because if the answer is yes, and if you're willing to be honest with yourself, that actually becomes your best point of entry. You can find your wife, you can find your husband, and you can say, hey, I've noticed I do this thing. I hide behind my phone sometimes, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be more available to you. That is what is going to soften everything. As promised, let's talk about the larger family and larger culture that you live in. If you have kids, this matters even more. Why? Because they're watching. We all know that they're not paying attention to what you're saying. They're paying attention to what they see you do. They learn when mom and dad are on the phone, they're unavailable to each other and to me. I am not to interrupt, right? Whatever they're doing there is more important. So this becomes bigger than just the two of you. The question expands to something much larger, which is, what kind of family do we want to be? What kind of a message do we want to be sending to all the people around us, the people that we love and care about the most in the world? What is it going to be? Now, at the end of the day, here's the important thing to remember. This is not about controlling your spouse. It's not about forcing them off the phone. You and I both know, if you've been married more than a couple months, you know that you cannot force anyone to do anything, least of all your spouse. My husband and I are coming up on 2 decades together, so I would know, right? That's not the conversation. It's instead about saying, I miss you. I miss us. I want more moments when we're actually here together. Because connection, it doesn't just happen. You have to create it. You two have to do it together. And sometimes it can start with something as simple as, hey, can we put the phones down and just talk? It's been too long. If this has been helpful, I have something to ask of you. Watch what I'm doing here. Get it? If this has been helpful and you are thinking of those two friends who were just telling you over coffee about struggling with this exact same thing, would you share this video with them right now? And if you'd be willing, would you hit like? I'm told that it helps you to figure out who to show this video to so that they can solve this in their own marriage. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. That way, when I answer your next question about marriage, you'll know that it's available right away. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in this next one.